My name is Moses Okuntele, as you all know me as a Forex trader. Yeah, this week we did some analysis on USD JPY, USD CHF, and SNDU USD. So we'll dive into the fundamental analysis and the technical analysis on those three pairs, where we discussed about the trend of the market after the FOMC press conference. So, and everything played out as it's been predicted. So we discussed on USD JPY, and we said we were looking for sell opportunity, and we marked the zone we were expecting the market to reach before looking for sell trade, and it played out as we predicted. So we just want to quickly take a look at it before we move to the pairs we have for the next week outlook. So we said after the FOMC statement and press conference, we will see how the market will react to it, and fortunately we have market reacted to it in our direction. Like I said, we were trading along with the macro, the fundamental, the technical analysis, and the trading style of this. Our trading style is hybrid trading, so which is in comprises of all this macro, fundamental, technical analysis to spot the right direction and also to know when to enter the trade. So the thing is this: every week we look into the COT data and we try to see the currency that have sell probability for next week. We sort currency that have buy probability for the new week, so we match it together and we pick up pairs that likely do well in our own predicted direction. So basically we're trading USD pairs. Okay, so with this, yesterday after we checked through the COT data that have been dropped, we were able to come up with 4 pairs for new week, which is USD JPY, USD CHF, GBP USD, and Euro USD. So but before we move to that, let's quickly take a look at this USD JPY that we spotted this week. Like I said in the previous video, I said whenever we were looking for sell trade, right? And whenever we have this sell soon touches this 159441 level thereabout, and it is on a sell soon. What I mean by sell soon, if you watch the previous video, I showed to you and explained how this zone is being determined. Okay, we're actually using currency strength with the other tools to form an oscillator indicator you are seeing below, and this will determine the zone that the market is currently at. So now I said once the market reaches this level you are seeing on the screen and it shows to be on a sell zone, so we are definitely on this line, rather on this 159049 level. This white line, this white line level is our confirmation zone, right? So and on this confirmation zone, once we see that it's also on a sell zone, okay, the market returns red, and whenever we're on the buy zone, the candle returns green. Okay, and on this pairs now we have it to be sell. If you take a look at the indicator below, so we have it on the sell zone right from this confirmation zone. So we're now looking for a sell trade once the market reaches the lowest price of the previous week candle. So this level you have seen here is the lowest price of the previous week candle. So and we're going to enter a sell trade straight up, and our target is always 100 pips and more. Okay, so we set our stop loss to to this confirmation zone at times 20 pips, and to have to let our trade have some breadth, we set our stop loss to this level. Okay, so after the FOMC press conference, and we discovered that the market is definitely going to sell on USD. So, and so far we have our USD JPY, USD CHF, and SND USD as watch out pairs. So we come on Thursday to see if we're going to spot a sell zone. So we spot sell zone here, and once it reaches our confirmation zone and it's confirmed to be sell zone, so we waited for this line to break and we enter a sell trade. Also, me personally, I missed this trade, but some traders I shared that watch my video actually profited from this trade. So this is exactly how we enter the trade. So now coming to before I forget, we had 3 pairs that we actually watched this week, and like I said in the group, I said we are looking for just a pair to trade. So once that pair spotted a signal and we entered through that pairs, the other pairs were nullified for that week. Okay, so we're actually trading the pairs that have the most strength ahead of the other currencies. So that gives us more edge. Okay, so as we traded this USD JPY, the USD shop SND USD were dropped. Okay, so now moving on to this to next week outlook, we're still watching for USD JPY, USD CHF, GBP USD is being added, and Euro USD is also added. So Euro USD is for buy. We are looking for buy opportunity. GBP USD is for buy. We are looking for buy opportunity. USD CHF remains sell. We are looking for sell opportunity, and USD JPY also remains sell. We're going to enter a trade straight up with this COT data. So we also have to take a look at what is coming up next week. What we should look at, what is coming up next week, what are the news that will be dropping next week. Of course, we have our FOMC that is backing up our trade currently. Okay, but before we enter with our technical analysis for next week, we still have to take a look at what are the news we have coming next week, which are high impact news. Okay, so watching for next week, which is from May 3 to May 9. So we're actually looking for this news, which is coming up on May 5. So which is ISM service PMI. So we are looking for this particular news to be dropped. Okay, and we're also watching for Friday news on USD, but that one is actually not going to count because that is the last day of the trading for that week. So it's definitely not going to be as the main concern. Okay, so now let's check our USD JPY and see. Let me erase this one and see what the network is not that really good. So let's check our USD JPY. So we check USD self, we check GBP USD, then we check Euro USD as well. So we will mark our levels. So here is what we have on USD JPY. And remember I said we were looking for sell opportunity for next week, right? So we're looking for sell. We're looking for sell opportunity for coming next week. And with this now, we already have the market on sell zone. Okay, but before we can pick this trade for next week, the market have to change the direction, okay, like to give us neutral zone, which when we'll be having the yellow candles as the indicators is being configured. We have the changing of the zone either to neutral or to buy zone. Then we now again change to our section direction. Okay, that's what we're basically looking for. Okay, that is on USDJPY before we can have our entry here, as this is our confirmation level. Okay, so something on USDCHL. So on USDCHL, we'll also mark the levels. Also mark the levels. It's not as easy as you are seeing it like this. This strategy has been really mastered for over a year, and for me to come up with this, you are seeing as, well, this guy is just marking levels, just doing all kind of things. This thing is simple. Come on, this is not easy to come up with. As you are saying, it's not easy to come up with. So we have on USDCHL, we have it also already on sell zone. So we wait for it to also change the zone, like maybe neutral or change to buy zone. And now again confirm our sell zone. That's what we're looking for, because most people will be like, okay, we already have sell zone, so coming on Monday, if the market reaches this level, well, then we should go on sell. No, it's not going to work like that. Okay, so we are also looking for sell here. Okay, so same thing on GBPUSD. So this GBPUSD as well, we mark the level. We mark the level. So we're actually looking for buy here, but the market is already on buy zone. We're waiting for it to change the direction, to change the zone to neutral or to sell zone. Okay, then now confirm our buy zone again right from the confirmation level. These are confirmation level and these are entry level. So we're looking for buy. So let me put a text here so we can. So we're looking for buy. Okay, on this GBP and Euro USD. Also, we're looking for buy as well. And let me tell you something. It is not necessary or compulsory when we have this trade goes along with what we have on ground. But this will help us whenever the market is not going into the direction we want it to go. It will protect us from entering the wrong trade most times. Because this coming week we may have, as we are looking for buy, we may have the market selling on Euro and on GBP, but we won't get trapped because the market will not be confirming on our zone. Are you get what I'm saying? So this having one direction in the market, we do more benefit than saying next week, if this happened, we're going to sell. If this happens, we're going to buy. If this happens, it's going to do buy and sell. No, we have a specific direction we are looking for on a particular pair, so that we won't be trapped. You get what I'm saying? So now on this Euro USD, now we're also looking for buy opportunity, and it's already on buy zone, but we're waiting for it to change the zone, to change it to maybe to neutral or to sell zone before we confirm again for our buy. Then we wait for it to be on our confirmation, then we target our entry point. So now let's go to the fundamental aspect of it. Coming on Monday, we don't really have much on USD on Monday. So if luckily we have this zone changing on Monday, and at the same time it changed to our direction, which is the buy zone, on that same Monday, and the market shoot up to the last week higher price, which is this week higher price at this level, nothing stop us to pick up the trade, because on ground we already have USD working. Okay, so if that did not place out on Monday, coming Tuesday, which is around 3:30 p.m. Nigeria time. Before the time, if our analysis and what is being predicted played out before this time, we pick up that trade. And if it did not, we watch for this news to be dropped. Okay, if this news aligns with what is being analyzed already, we will keep looking for our buy on USD, on Euro USD, on GBP USD, and sell on USD CHF and USD JPY. But if the news comes positive, if the news comes positive, so we want the trade, we just have to hold on, because we did not have it aligned with the direction. We just have to hold on. Okay, and we holding, the next news we have on USD is coming up on Friday, and anything after 1:30, which is the last day of the trading week, is actually not going to do anything much. Okay, so the reason I said it's not going to do anything much is that we are not trading news, because this is non-farm employment change. This is employment rate news. So, and it's huge, but we are not trading news. Okay, we are not trading news. We are basically trading. We are trading in an hybrid styles. Fundamental, macro, technical analysis, then COT data. So we are not trading news. Okay, everything is based on COT data. What COT gives us to look for in each week is what is our foundation. Okay, that's the reason why I said that Friday news is out of it as this strategy is concerned. Okay, so we are now hoping that the news that will be coming up on Tuesday on USD is negative. If it comes negative, it backs up our analysis, and we're looking for buy on USD and buy on looking for buy on Euro, buy on GPB, and sell on USDPS. Okay, so that is that. Because of the time, I just have to just to make a quick video, so I don't want the video to be so long. And to those who will be wondering, how are we going to get this? So far, it is this indicator, this custom indicator, that is giving the technical signal. Okay, we're going to have access to this indicator. That's why you are in the group, in the community. So we are yet to have a training on this strategy. Currently we are just doing the copy trade and the account management, and on our copy trading service. So we are currently sitting at top 10 on capital extent, and as you can see, we have been maintaining the consistency since September last year. So September we had 16%, October we had 39%, November 20%. We did not trade December time. So January we had 3.6%, February we had 13.6%, March we had 12.9%, and April we had 13.36%. So averagely we have been maintaining in between 15 to 18 or 20% monthly averagely. And if you take a look at the chart, you will see that we have been maintaining the consistency, the growth consistency since the time. So coming May, we are fully ready. You can join with $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $1,500, even as low as $200 to test out the system. Yeah, so if you are interested, send me a DM or join our community to get the link. Whoever that joined through my link will definitely have profit share discount, which is the 10%. Okay, because normally the profit share is 50-50, but if you join through my link on the capital extent, so the profit share will be 60-40, so you are getting 60 and I'm getting 40%. So that's 10% have a big differences as well. So message me DM. If you are watching on YouTube, check the description, you will have my contact details there to reach out to me. If you are watching me on LinkedIn, or you are watching me on Facebook, Twitter, the X, or on WhatsApp, you can just DM me straight away to get your account connected to this copy trading. So this May we are fully ready, and we are not joking with it. We are fully ready, and let me put it straight away that present result is not guaranteed future result. Forex trading is very risky industry. So always invest, always put funds that you are willing to lose. Okay, we are not gambling here. We have been maintaining a good system with great tools, but at the same time we have to let you know that anything can happen in the financial market. So coming to the chart, we already have what we'll be looking and what we'll be watching for. Okay, so I believe this new week will have a fabulous, exciting week by God's grace. So thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that you can be updated as we're dropping the new videos. And the date for our webinar will be announced on our WhatsApp community. If you are not there, check the link below this video, wherever you see how you can get into the community. So have a nice weekend, and once again, thanks for watching the video. So see you next week. See you tomorrow. Trade smart, grow smart, and greatly. Have a nice weekend. Thank you.
Start copying TradeSmart today.